So this is going to be a reading for my Taurus. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to go ahead and get straight into it. If you're new here, welcome. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more of my readings. Also, if you're interested in seeing daily horoscopes, follow me on Instagram at Mystical Crystal Tarot or Twitter at Mystical Crystal to see my daily horoscopes. Also, if you want a personal session, that information is always listed in the description. So click the Linktree link and you'll get the information there. But okay, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. So I see you guys no longer being in this defeated energy. This is like feeling sorry for yourself, feeling like the world is against you, feeling as if like the odds are stacked up against you. Okay, you guys are definitely coming out of also this like defeatist mindset, or almost believing that, again, just negativity is attracted to you. Okay, also you guys are getting out of conflict or a specific problem or situation you may have had. This could have been you and your person fighting for a second and then you guys like rekindling the relationship and moving past that. Or this is being conflicted about something not necessarily turning out the way you would have hoped and you getting over that confliction. But either way, this is you getting out of the energy of feeling stuck here, which is positive. I see you guys also really focused on manifesting more money for yourself. You guys want more. You guys are not willing to like settle unless you get to the like financial place that you would like to be in. So this is the right mindset in terms of you guys making a way for yourself financially. Some of you may also be using finances as a way to like emotionally withdraw. Like this is like cutting somebody off romantically and then just being fixated on your career as a way to find like a source of joy. Now, financially, this is going to do you justice because, of course, you're pouring more into your financial endeavors. But in terms of like your personal energy, this may be causing you to like not confront your emotions. And that in itself won't make you feel like you've necessarily accomplished anything. It's like pouring your energy, effort into a career because you're emotionally going through it personally. And then in turn, it's like you know, of course, get ahead. But you're not necessarily seeing it as getting ahead because you're not really dealing with what's going on below the surface. So what I'm really trying to say is make sure you're not neglecting your personal feelings by, you know, just putting it into materialistic things. Some of you are like having this internal fear of like whether or not you'll have continued success. It's like, will you continue to stay successful? Will you continue to be successful? And that's just like a mental thing. Some of you are still trying to find your way to get to a place of success, but you could be counting yourself out before even allowing yourself to get somewhere. You could also have someone around you who's just like not wanting to move on. And it's making it hard for you to move on as well. Because they keep like coming back and coming back. Taurus. What's the energy surrounding my Taurus? Okay, so I see you guys also coming to reality of of the situation between you and the mother or the father of your children, if you do have children. This is you coming to reality of like how you may have been feeding into the illusion of like having the perfect family, but this person may have been childish themselves. Like this person may have needed to grow up, or there may have been a need for both of you guys to kind of grow up in this connection or have a more mature outlook on how things how things may have needed to be ran in the relationship. Excuse me. That was a tongue twister for me. But I also see you guys coming to reality just in general in terms of someone who you've dated in the past. This is like no longer holding on to just the illusionary, like positive memories, because we tend to do that when we break up with someone and we miss them. We only really remember the good times, or we try to only subscribe to remembering the good times that we've had with that person, except we're not acknowledging, you know, the things that they've done and why we broke up with them in the first place. So we romanticize getting back with them because we're so fixated on the good memories and getting back to that time that we're not seeing things for what they truly are. Now, yeah, if you guys are married, you guys may be more tied to each other than really that you could help. So you may be forced to, or not even forced, but you guys may be, you know, necessary. Yeah, some of you guys may be forced to work on your marriage because of all the investments you guys may have in the marriage and all the things that are kind of built upon the marriage itself. Now, what is the advice for my Taurus from their spirit guides? So we have communicate clearly. So this is speaking up for yourself and making it to where your person or people that you're dealing with in the next couple of days, they actually understand what you're trying to say, and it's not coming off in a way where, you know, you're scared to speak up for yourself. This is also you guys needing to clearly communicate with the universe in terms of what you want. If you're saying you want new love, but then you keep accepting past love back into your life, that's a contradiction, and that's confusing the universe. And that's why you guys may be feeling confused yourself. It's because it's a lot of confusing things going on around you. Same thing in terms of your career. If you say that you want to be an entrepreneur, you can't also, in the same breath, be scared of investing in yourself or being scared to put yourself out there. Okay, so this is making sure that you're communicating clearly all around with yourself, the universe, and people around you. We also have reconsider. So this is possibly maybe redoing things if you feel like you're not as successful as you would like to be. This is maybe reconsidering how you're doing business, or how you're moving, your habits, things like that. Before you make any big decisions during this time frame, make sure that you're overthinking about it and not doing anything out of impulse. We also have forgiveness. So this is like releasing. The only way that you're going to be able to finally release someone and be done with that chapter is to forgive them in terms of like letting go of the overall experience you may have had with them. Not like forgiving them like, oh, I'm going to take you back and I just forgive you for everything you've done and I could just move on from it. But more of like understanding what that experience was for you in terms of the lesson that needed to be learned, and understanding it's not necessarily about the person. It's more about the lesson or the understanding that came from that experience. Okay. And this is forgiving yourself too, for things that you didn't necessarily do right. But this is what I see. I hope that I put things in perspective for you. If you did take something from this video, feel free to thumbs it up, subscribe, check out the description as well if you want a personal session with me. And follow me on Instagram, Mystical Crystal Tarot on Instagram, or Twitter at Mystical Crystal if you want to see daily horoscopes. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one.